Great win today. In terms of the schedule for grass, as a player who loves playing on grass, you're one of the match leaders on grass over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And you love playing at home as well. Is it sometimes a bit of a struggle to manage the schedule when you want to play every week, but sometimes from a performance perspective and a health perspective, the short window makes it quite tricky?
Yeah, that's actually a great question because it's funny because one of the girls messaged me after Birmingham saying, "Oh, are you still going to play Eastbourne? What's your plan? Are you not just going to go straight to Wimbledon?" And my response was, "I don't want to miss a week on the grass. I want to play every single week that I can possibly play, and I just enjoy it. I think there is obviously an element of being smart with your schedule, and I have chosen times to not play certain events for that reason. But for me, I just want to keep building on the grass. Every week's an opportunity. You never know what's going to happen in every single tournament. Every single draw is going to be different. So you just got to try and, pick something with your team and commit to it. But for me, I do like playing quite a few weeks in a row if I can. But I do also know that I have to take a few days after Wimbledon to then recuperate and get myself back again and fresh mentally and physically ready for the next block.
Okay, last one, Courtney.
Hey, Katie, congrats. Off of that question, I'm curious what your thoughts are in terms of when Americans and Brits and Australians approach the grass, they get very excited about it. There's good vibes, and it seems to translate into the results on the court. Europeans, players who are maybe unfamiliar with grass, that mentality is a little more negative sometimes with the surface. Can it be that much of a cause and effect in terms of the energy and how you see a surface? Or is there a way that your guys' games are built stereotypically across the board that allows for the game to be played better by certain?
No, I think half of it's embracing it. I think if you embrace the surface, as you know, my relationship with clay is probably not the closest it could possibly be. I'm a little closer with the grass courts, and I do love those a little bit more. But I think you just have to embrace it, and you have to trust that what you're doing and the way that you're improving as a tennis player is going to translate onto the tennis court. And I think, the biggest thing for me is that you're improving week to week. I started the clay court season probably not playing some of my best tennis, but as I went on, I think I played a very, very good match in Roland Garros. And, I didn't come off the winning end of it, but I saw the positives. And I do think that is half of it. I think we just naturally embrace it a little bit more. We haven't practiced on it that much more than most people, but just automatically, if you're British, I think, you have to love it. And that's just the way that it is. And, I'm lucky that my game does translate very well on it as well. There are some players which don't, but for myself, I just try and do my best on every surface, and grass is just the pinnacle.